Davenport on the pole. O'Neal on the outside. The 30th Dirt Late Model Dream is underway.
Around the hallowed half mile, lap one, Davenport and O'Neal down the back straightaway. Davenport won the Dream here last year, last June. O'Neal won the World 100 last September, and Jonathan Davenport out in front of Eldora as he'll lead lap number one.
Davenport going to be your leader at the end of lap number one. O'Neal going side by side with Chris Madden in the second spot. Madden often the bridesmaid, never the bride. 3 times a runner-up in this race. An all too familiar position for him. That's where he is running at the end of lap number 2.
1.2 seconds. There's Tyler Erb. He is in third. Then Overton, O'Neal, Shirley, Scott, Winger, Thornton, Devin Moran back to 10th. And an excess power caution. Our first of the race for Shane Clanton.
In the 30th running of the Dirt Late Model Dream.
Back underway at the Eldora start zone. Down the straightaway. Davenport and Madden. First and second in the Eldora Millions we mentioned a couple years ago. Tyler Urban, here comes Brandon Overton on the outside, and Brandon Overton, he goes to the outside to third. So Brandon Overton on the restart up a spot. Brian Shirley, who started back in 10th, looking for an inside top 5 here into turn 1. Boy, Overton, he is throwing it in there here tonight. He got around O'Neal, he's got around Madden, and Brandon Overton got a good hot ride at that Infinity by Wells.
Yeah, that car fired really, really well on that restart as that high side slowly starting to come in. 15 laps in the books in this one. It's been all Jonathan Davenport since the drop of the green flag.
3-time winner of this race, and he goes right there around Davenport, right on his tail. Out at turn number 2, 17 in the books. Madness third, then it's Herb, O'Neal, Shirley, Winger, Scott, Pierce, Moran still in that 10th spot. Now Overton to the bottom through the middle off of turn 4. And Davenport has got a hornet's nest in front of him, Dustin, into turn 3.
You're exactly right. We're going to get the cameras back to the front of the field.
Wow.
This business is about to pick up as there is heavy lap traffic on the left side of your screen in front of race leader Jonathan Davenport. He caught a break there as both Babb and Clinton yielded down to the inside of the speedway. But there comes Brandon Overton on your screen as Babb going to call it a day in the 18. And here comes Overton in 76.
Davenport down on the bottom, Overton up top, down the straightaway. Now no lap cars between first and second. Madden lurking in the third spot.
You're looking right now on the battle for 5th. Ricky Thornton Jr. going to toss a slider into turns 3 and 4. We've seen this movie before. And Circle gets the square. 20-yard T moves into P5.
You see O'Neal there on the outside. Madness third, then it's O'Neal, Thornton, and Pierce. Good tussle here. Into turn 3, Bobby back to the bottom. O'Neal up top. Madness still married to that bottom, coming off of turn 4. Thornton and Pierce. Oh, baby. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Ricky Thornton Jr., Bobby Pierce, come on down. You have got a good battle going on back there for the 5th spot. This happens well behind your race leader.
Dale McDowell's up to 10th from 19th. But only one caution flag so far. And as we've seen here, there's this throw on the bottom as Pierce will get around Madness. Madness slid back another spot. Chris had ran second for a while, and Overton got around him, and he loses another spot to Bobby Pierce.
Jonathan Davenport, meanwhile, holding steady. And about anywhere from a 2.1 to 2.5 second advantage. Ricky Thornton Jr. now trying to get a little momentum on the inside of the racetrack on Chris Madden. That is a battle for 5th. And we have got our second excess power caution flag of the race as Nick Hoffman is slow on the bottom of the racetrack of the Ty Toric Racing number 9. On this restart as they come back to green again. 46 to go in the Dirt Late Model Dream.
3 cars out of the race, Clanton, Hoffman, and Babb as Davenport out at turn number 2. Here comes Brandon Overton, Bobby Pierce up top, O'Neal on the bottom, and Hudson will go to second in 71. Here comes Thornton. Thornton to 4th. He had dropped back to 12th as they come out at turn 4. It's still Davenport has led every lap here tonight. But a long way to go at Eldora, and one caution at the end could change everything.
An interesting line right there by that 49 down in 1 and 2 as he went way high in the corner and then kind of took that diamond line off the corner as he tucked back down to the bottom, and he stretches out immediately to a 1.4 second advantage. That is an interesting line that he's running down in 1 and 2 side by side in the battle for second.
Dustin, Dale McDowell started 19th. He's running 8th.
Oh, my. Shocker,
No,
right?
he started.
Shocker.
If he starts up to the front, who knows? He may lap the field at one point, but he's coming up through there with two cautions in this race. There's the battle for second. You see O'Neill and Overton. Bobby Pierce is 4th, and it's Thornton, Madden, Stormy Scott, McDowell, Moran is still 10th as Overton throws the slider in on Hudson O'Neill. But the lead right now is back to 1.7, make it 2 seconds for Davenport over Overton.
A 4-second advantage, nearly a 4-second advantage for Superman Jonathan Davenport, though. Brandon Shepard, look, he's practically ripped the decking off that race car. Spoiler flapping in the breeze. He runs 7th in that Coltman Farms Racing Longhorn factory car. Does the driver of the B5, the 2019 Dirt Late Model Dream Champion.
Yeah, Davenport's hoping that doesn't come off, right? Because that would be a caution for debris.
Yes. A 5.5-second lead for the driver out of Blairsville, Georgia. 2 laps to go between Jonathan Davenport and his third $100,000 payday at the Big E.
And there goes Pierce, throws it into turn number 2. He'll try to clear Overton. He does. White flag. Devin Gilpin in 11th. The final car on the lead lap. 1 to go for Jonathan Davenport.
Jonathan Davenport, he won this race last year. He has won this race 2 times, and as he heads down the back straightaway for the final time, he has got a 6-second advantage. Coming off turn number 4, the 30th annual Dirt Late Model Dream is going to be Superman Jonathan Davenport. Second spot will go to Bobby Pierce from the 9th position.